Well, more on our markets and the global markets coming up for you in just a bit. But let's go straight to our top story at this hour. The finance minister today met with top leaders of India Inc. to discuss plans to revive growth and investments and, of course, the budget. Anand Mahindra, Adi Godrej, Nenalal Kidwai, Venugopal Dutt were some of those from India Inc. in attendance. Anand Mahindra said Finance Minister had a no-nonsense attitude and India Inc. has called for an improvement in the tax regime. In fact, they have lobbied vociferously against the possibility of the levy of additional taxes, including the possibility of the levy of the inheritance tax. Let's listen in to what India Inc. had to say post that meeting.
My part, I mentioned very specifically that we are on the verge of making a very major investment, but we are held up by an uncertain regulatory regime. There is all this talk about taxes on diesel cars, and naturally then we balk at investment. So we want a very clear, predictable regulatory environment. I emphasize that the auto industry is a major component of the economy. 21% of excise collection, 22% of manufacturing GDP. It can be a major force in kickstarting the economy, so it should be treated as such.
The most important suggestion we have made is that the goods and services tax should be brought in early, because that one reform will add 1.5 to 2 percentage points to India's GDP growth rate, other things being equal. If that is done, the economy will be transformed, and I think almost all the people there made that suggestion, and I think the ministry officials have taken it on board.
Our recommendations from FICCI were that the tax structures be left unchanged. There should be no new additional taxes considered, in view of the turn in sentiment, which is now cautiously optimistic, but we want to make sure that the investment cycle returns in the country. It's very important that the happy sentiment that has taken our stock markets up continues. So anything which could reverse the sentiment of the market, brings the market down, makes it that much less attractive for the disinvestments that are envisaged.
I told Finance Minister that I heard from the various committees in the newspaper that super rich has to be taxed heavily. I requested Minister that nowhere in the developed country it has been happened, because super rich can be taxed, but tax should be reasonable.
Well, that's India Inc. Vociferously expressing its opposition to the possibility of the inheritance tax making its way in Budget 2013. But speaking of what could possibly make its way in the budget session is the goods and services tax. The government does seem to want to fast-track GST. The GST panel met today. In fact, the state finance ministers were in the capital today as well. Akanksha Sethi joins us now with the details.